I got my start in real estate in late 2005. I was working in life and health insurance at the time, and it really wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. So I started to research real estate schools that interest me, and Tucker just kept coming up. It just kept coming to one of the top real estate schools to go to. And I went in. They had a extended program where I could go in and do it pretty quickly, take the test, and move on. So I was ready in early 2006 to start with Tucker. It was January, actually the first week in January, which I started with Tucker, and the year went great. I was one of the top rookies with just under $1 million sold that year. Just another day, and I don't believe the Tucker Company because it's the best. It's the #1 company in Indiana. They do a fantastic job with everyone I met when I was looking after school where I wanted to be, whether it was Carpenter, Century 21, or Tucker. And a lady at my church at the time, she worked for Tucker. She was just getting ready to go into Tucker referrals. She told me about the West office and how great it was. I was introduced to Rhoda Brown, and Rhoda kind of took it from there. And it's where I love. I love it over here. I love Tucker Company. I love everything they do for us. Everything surprised me about the real estate business. It isn't just a job. You have to come to work every day. There are surprises every day, and it's very much getting to know the people, your clients that you work with. It's not easy. You have to be multi-faceted. You have to be able to multitask and be very knowledgeable. I consider myself an expert in just about everything, just because of the time I've put into it and knowing all aspects of the business. I like working with first-time home buyers. I love getting to the closing table where they just bought a home and they're excited, they're happy, they're going to move their family in or just themselves in, and you can see the excitement there. But I also like working with people who have been in a home for 10, 15 years and they're moving up to what's going to be their second home or their dream home. And the closing's the same. It's exciting. They really feel like they've accomplished what they were going to accomplish, and I was able to be a part of it. I got to know Carl through a transaction, actually. I think it was my second year in the business, and I was working with a client. They were selling and they were buying, and they were out of town a lot. They weren't in town. It was just a difficult transaction. And the home that we were selling was it just had all kinds of problems. It was issues that I hadn't dealt with before. And fortunately, when we were going through that process, they also wanted to buy a home, and Carl had the listing. And Carl was amazing. He helped me through not only the transaction with the sellers that I had, but he also helped with the sellers that he had and my buyers. And that's when I already respected Carl, but I just really got to know him. And I think that his teacher background really came out, and that's when he kind of had an affection for me a little bit, and that's how our friendship started, and we just kind of took it from there a little later. I like people to know that when I work with clients, it's going to be a constant communication. A full-time real estate agent, I have been since the day I started in real estate, so market knowledge is there. I continually educate myself on the market, so when I'm working with a seller, if there's new aspects that are out there that we can use, we're gonna use them. And with a buyer, the market knowledge through the past experience that I have in working with the Carl Vargas team is essential. That hopefully I can help everyone make the right decisions in the process.